Hey naturalistas, welcome back to my channel. So today we will be speaking about natural hair discrimination. So let's dive right in. It's been just over a year since my own natural hair bacchanal with that whole modeling show, that whole hot mess, and it seems like Trinidad has not learned its lesson. So quite recently there was an incident at St. Stephen's College in Town, Trinidad and Tobago, of course, and they basically said that natural hairstyles were not allowed, or they suggested that natural hair wasn't allowed. So Newsday actually did a really great article on it, and I commend them for their seemingly unbiased article, but it feels like some part of them is trying to drum up a lot of bacchanal around this as opposed to actually addressing the issue at the forefront. I saw the article posted on Twitter by Newsday's official Twitter account, and one of their reporters, Sean Douglas, decided to take it upon himself to comment on this issue. Now, I know that usually they say, oh well, workers and reporters, they have their own opinions and that does not reflect the opinions of the media company, but at some point you need to stop yourself and ask, am I undermining the report of my own media house by my own comments? You'll be the judge. So let's look at these comments. When you actually go through the article itself, it states that the young lady, she has been tortured more or less for 2 years because the school says that it breaches the code of conduct. But when you look at the code of conduct, it says nothing about natural hair. It says that it must not be gelled or elevated or extravagant, but there simply isn't anything extravagant about the following styles that I will show you. The first one is this cover where her hair is combed out. Okay, cool. And then the second picture is where her hair is not completely combed out. Now, for y'all that have natural hair, you know that our hair is not meant to be combed out on a daily basis, because if you comb out these curls, this natural pattern in your hair, it's going to damage your curl pattern, it's going to damage your hair texture. So it's not advised that we comb out our hair to that extent. So with that being said, his comment, I thought it was quite distasteful, especially given his position, but again, you be the judge. So he says, I think the first style pictured here is quite fine, but the second is too elaborate. I think that there must be some limit to what these youngsters can wear. So someone in the comments asked him to elaborate, because what the hell are you talking about? And he said, I think school needs a certain uniformity, which is why we have uniforms. So a discotheque or boat ride hairstyle is unwise. She's a child, not a big woman. Now again, let me show you all this picture. This girl has a ponytail in her hair, and I don't know what's worse, a man commenting on women's issues, because let's be real, men don't even know what kind of hairstyle is what. You don't even know what this is in my head. $10 for any man who could tell me what hairstyle this is. Any straight man who could tell me what hairstyle this is. Right? Or a non-black person commenting on black issues. I don't know which one is worse, because clearly you don't know what you're talking about.
When you don't know something, you need to shut up a little.
I don't know if you think that everybody here is really just straight and natural hair people. We take our time with an iron and we go through this and make sure we have all these curls. Like, get real. Like, this is how our hair texture naturally is. You understand? This is how our texture is. This is my hair in a ponytail. I can't even get my hair to go in 1. I could barely get my hair to go into 4. Okay, our hair is very thick because of the wavy pattern. That's why we have so much volume in our hair. So for us to get it in 1, it's obviously going to be like this. It's not going to be slick like straight hair, because guess what? Not everybody has straight hair. He also said that it's not a racial thing and people are taking it the wrong way. But let me ask you this. Who are the people with natural hair? Is it the Indians? Is it the Syrians? Is it the Venezuelans? Is it the Asians? No, it's the African people, the black people. So when you want to comment on natural hair, you're also commenting on a race issue. And don't play stupid, because we all did history. We all know our roots about slavery. So all you have to come better than that, man. And having a reporter like that with those views, that doesn't make me trust Newsday at all. Like, reputable media houses like TTT and Guardian and CNC3 and CNN, these big media houses, they have so many controversial topics that they touch on, but they always give unbiased views, and you don't see their journalists coming to undermine what is reported. And I thought that was in very poor taste, even for Trinidad standards. And you know what I want to know? Why is it always African hair? Why is it always natural hair? Why you never hear about the 1% children who have blonde and red hair, and teachers asking them to dye their hair brown because it's a huge distraction? And trust me, I went to school with a redhead, and it was very distracting every time I saw her, because we live in Trinidad. Most people black, mix, brown. You don't see red hair as commonly as away. So every time she passed, I was very much distracted. But did they ask her to change her hair color? No. Because that's silly and stupid. So let me educate you on natural hair. You've heard of straight hair. You've heard of curly hair. They all have one texture, right? Well, natural hair doesn't. Natural hair actually has 4 or more different textures depending on who you're mixed with. Okay, so let's take a look. This is 3C hair, and you can see it here in a ponytail. This is a wide curl. This is as close to a caucasity as we would get. Okay, then we have the 4A texture. You can see that it is tightly coiled. You could probably wrap those curls around your finger. You know, they are tightly coiled, and even when you put it in a ponytail, it's still going to look fabulous. And she has not done anything to her curls but just be her beautiful self. And let's take a look at 4B here. 4B is again tightly coiled, way more tightly coiled than 4A here. This could probably fit around a pencil if you're lucky, right? We see how the hair is in a ponytail, right? You cannot change how your hair looks. It's always going to have these lovely, beautiful curls. And here we have 4C here, the tightest coiled of them all. These coils can go around a pin. They are so tightly coiled. And this is the texture that you would see mostly combed out. But again, that damages your curl pattern. And as our hair grows, guess what? It does not get slick at any point in time. It just gets more and more voluminous and gorgeous. And we are not going to stop that or tame that for anybody. Sorry. 2020 is in a couple months. We over it. We've been over it. Black girls here with our natural hair, with our melanin popping, nobody's going to stop us. Anyway, as you clearly see, this hairstyle cannot be justified as a party hairstyle. Truth be told, I would not even go to a party looking like this with my hair in a ponytail. I think the only way my hair is going in a ponytail is if I'm drunk and it's hot and it's a wrap up my hair. But other than that, this is a quick style to go to work. This is a quick style to go to school. So I hope that y'all could see why it's wrong to discriminate against natural hair, because we are not doing anything additional to our hair to make it look extravagant or whatever. That's just how we are. It's in our DNA. It's in our DNA, honey. You can't hate. And I really hope that Trinidad and Tobago follows suit with New York and California and passes laws against discrimination of natural hair. Because when you discriminate against natural hair, you discriminate against African people, you discriminate against black people, you discriminate against all those of us who have African roots, African heritage, who are mixed. That is more than half the population. Are you mad? Okay, you all need to stop hating on people here, because what exactly then would be an appropriate hairstyle for somebody with natural hair? If your hair cannot braid in one, it could barely go in 4, okay? It's tightly coiled, and a ponytail is unacceptable. Tell me then, what is acceptable? St. Stephen's College, Princestown. Tell me what is acceptable. Sean Douglas from Newsday. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week. Later.